Hello, and welcome to the 5th episode of Donkey's Battle Royale. I'm your host, Donkey, and today's battle shares similarities with our first battle, artillery versus cannon fodder. The French are wielding the artillery pieces, a different piece for each range. The Ottoman Empire controlled today's cannon fodder, a whole heap of bashi bazooks. That's a fun thing to say, bashi bazooks. Bashi bazook. Right, the battle. The Ottoman Empire's bashi bazooks are looking quite confident. Just take this guy for example, playing his trumpet like there's not even a battle.
Hey Amir, listen to this.
The first of the French artillery pieces are getting ready to fire. The rocket troops have the furthest range and thus will be able to fire first. Their range is absolutely incredible. Sadly, their damage is not. Here's our beloved trumpet player again, this time under fire by the French rocket troops. The rocket troops remain the only units able to fire for a fairly long time because of their ridiculous range. To emphasize their small damage, here we can see a man getting up after getting hit by a rocket. As far as I can tell, he's unharmed. Finally, we can see the other artillery pieces have started firing as well as the Ottoman forces approach. And just as you think these other artillery pieces will start dishing out some heavy damage, there's yet another man defying all odds and getting up after getting hit by a cannonball. The Ottomans are employing a smart tactic, waiting just behind a small hill so that the artillery pieces have a hard time firing over it while still hitting them. After waiting for everyone to arrive, it's time for the charge. At first it's looking good, but it seems the artillery pieces have switched to some kind of shotgun shell, and the men start to falter. You can see this happening on several occasions to several units. Eventually they get through though, making good use of flanking tactics to get around the artillery shots, and once they've reached the artillery, it should be all but over. Apparently that's what one of the horse riders fought as well, as he uses some kind of black magic to force his completely stationary horse to move forward away from the battle.
I don't give a fuck. Hashtag YOLO!
Some of the bashi bazooks are still charging forward, and we can see one such charge here get to its Oh my, what was that? Did I just see a man fly past us? Oh yes, he's definitely dead. Let's get an instant replay on that ridiculous charge. This wouldn't be a Donkey's Battle Royale without at least one interview. Billy has with him the general of the French army. Billy?
Sir, I can see you're quite busy, but I beg a moment of your time. If you could have redone this battle, what would you have done differently?
What an absurd notion. There's no such thing as redoing battles. Do you think this is a motherfucking game? However, if there were such an option, I would...
I guess we'll never know. Back to you, Donkey.
Thank you, Billy. With that, we have reached the end of this episode. It seems the bashi bazooks were just too many for the French artillery to handle. I hope you've enjoyed the 5th episode of Donkey's Battle Royale as much as I have, and I will see you all next time for more. Oh, before I leave you, it appears Billy has caught up to one of the fleeing Frenchmen.
Sir, you realized the battle wasn't over yet when you started running. Why did you flee?
What can I say? I'm French.
Nah, that makes sense.